I was a morning person. I'd just sit there amongst the birds and they're singing in the morning and write these ideas down, and sometimes you'd get a song that had come in 15 or 20 minutes, you'd have a whole song. And other times you'd have this magnificent line, and 12 months later you've still got that magnificent line and nothing else to go with it. Hello, I'm Paul McCloud, and for the last 30 years or so I've been singing country and gospel and easy listening music all over Australia.
Well, I say a big hello there, and I wonder if you know there that I've been where you are now and back again. Yes, I've been into the city where the girls...
I didn't start serious entertaining and recording until I was 40 years old. 1982 I released my first album, and in the 30 years since I've released 17, and maybe I'll release this 18th album, and it's just been the greatest life.
It's just another sad and lonely midnight, sitting here alone and missing you.
In 1988 we held the very first Heartwood Festival. We'd always sort of gone back to recoup, and Father said, why don't you hold a festival here on Heartwood? I started it up because there seemed to be a need where the real country music fan could actually come to, and in peace and quiet amongst bird singing, a bit of dust and flies too, they could bring their caravans and sit there and just listen to their favourite artist without any bull dust.
Hello, Paul and Helly.
Hi, Paul and Helly.
Paul and Helly, this is our 10th year of coming to Heartwood.
And I've only missed 2 festivals of the 26.
So we've been coming here just on 20 years.
This is our 20th year and we've enjoyed every one, and we hope to enjoy a few more yet.
I actually came here with my swag and my dog and pony when I was 4 years old. I think Mother and Father actually brought me. Singing at my own festival was just so easy. It was a wonderful experience to think that all of these people have come here to share in this get-together. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. One thing about the entertainment industry, it has a way of bringing it back to earth, often with a big bang. In 1996 we had a cyclone or a tornado come right through Heartwood itself. And it had gone straight through the centre of the property, took the roof off the house, wrecked the garage, wrecked the pig shed, the hay shed, took the stage roof off. And I thought, well, that's the end of Heartwood. It certainly won't be on next Easter. And the volunteer group from Coolah, which expanded itself to about 10 or 12 couples, and tractors and backhoes, got in when I was away in Townsville. When I got back, the whole thing was all cleaned up, and all of this had been done by the volunteers. And those people just put their heart and soul into it. They weren't going to have any tornado stop their festival.
Well, the roadie, he was always there to lend a helping hand. A man of many talents, a man from off the land.
I had a big enough fan base from selling thousands of albums that I could tour in concert. I actually sang at every Tamworth Country Music Festival from 1983 right through to 2007 when I officially retired.
Why don't you wake me over Canberra? It'll be breaking dawn by then. We'll see those Brindabella Mountains.
And you could sit on the street and sing, or you could get a gig in a club, or as I did, you could hire a hall. People come there and they have their big straw hats, and you know they sweat and put up with it because they love the music, I guess.
But when I tried to wake her, her eyes no longer showed the pain. And those Brindabella Mountains in my memory will remain. It feels like forever since you lay.
By 1994 I was pretty big time. Well, I thought I was anyway in Tamworth. Probably it was more in my mind than reality, but you know, we used to get big crowds. It was a big deal. We had like 5 or 6 concerts during the Tamworth week, and I don't know if I can actually tell you this. Better compose myself a bit. But my son was actually killed in the middle of this Tamworth festival one year. That was just, and you couldn't stop and say, oh, I can't sing because the son's been killed. You still had to go on and sing and organise a funeral. Somehow or another, you learn to accept the death is just as much a part of life as anything else is a part of life. So you go on as best you can, and some of those things are then reflected in your performances. There were moments like that were incredibly difficult, and you didn't really talk about them. You just negotiated through it, if you like, and done what you had to do to survive. But yeah. All your life you think, when I retire, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, I'm going to do all these things. But when I retired, and I'm sure it happens to a lot of other people, you think, why would I want to be bothered doing that? All I want to do is sing anyway. So I thought, we'll go back and make an album the way I want to make an album and see if we can get one right out of 18. The love of playing music is the people. They make you whatever you become. When the people come to your concert, they give you a little gift of a bit of their soul that they leave with you, that gives you the energy to drive the next 500 kilometres or whatever to the next gig. So it's the people that make it. What else can you do for work where you stand up on stage and people are actually applauding what you're doing? It's just been an absolutely marvellous life, and I've just done it how I wanted to do it, and it worked.